Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm looking rough because I don't want to say let myself go, but I definitely have not been up to date with skincare stuff for a while. I've been going through this kind of weird decompression phase. So self-care has kind of like out the window, and my fiance is out of town. I have the house to myself. I'm kind of like resting, and I feel that I am ready to do this. What is on the agenda today? Plucking my eyebrows, then dyeing my eyebrows, dermaplaning my face, doing a peel type of thing, and then skincare because I need all the moisture I can get. This is kind of like my at-home broke girl type of situation. Now these products are nicer, but they do last me for a really long time, and that is a lot less expensive than going and getting a facial for $200. So if you're interested in seeing how I do all that stuff, then just keep watching. Dokie 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 dokie. I feel like I'm at a spa now. Super cute. In a little robe. Now that the headband is on and all that, I need to pluck these eyebrows because woof, they are pretty bad. I also always need to trim my brows because they're just so long. I'm actually going to dye them first and then I'm going to trim them. I am going to be using this Anastasia old brush that I have to dye my brows. So I'm going to be using the Just for Men beard dye. I've been using this for many years at this point, and the last time I did a video with them, they did not DM me. They commented on my video, were like, hey, you're not supposed to be using that on your eyebrows, but we do have a product for that. And to me, that just kind of seems like, hey, here's this exact product, just market it differently so you have to spend more money. You know what I mean? Kind of like men's and women's razors. Same freaking thing. So what you do is you mix part 1 and part 2 in equal parts, and then you just mix it up. I used to kind of be more like careful about where I place this, and now I'm just like, here we go, and then I'm gonna do this really quickly on the other eyebrow too. Just kind of really saturate them, and then I clean them up into the shape that I want. Just take a little, anything, Q-tip, wet wipe, whatever you want, and I just kind of refold it and like go around what I want the shape of my brow to be. Okay, that's very pointy. We're gonna fix that. And if I feel like I cleaned too much off, I'll just go and kind of like mess around with it a little bit more until I feel good about it. I do like Q-tips more than a piece of paper, but you just kind of want to shape it, you know? Front bit here. And it doesn't really have to be perfect. Like if you really mess it up, like this will come off your skin. But I do like to get it on the skin, and it just kind of makes your brows look and feel more full, which is like kind of the whole point of dyeing your brows, at least for me. I want them to be fuller, better shaped than they are naturally. Just make them better, and I feel like this is the way to do that. And then I'm just gonna kind of fix the shape more evenly and kind of actually like care a little bit more this time around now that I have a shape down. Kind of draw on the brows that I really want, and then I just leave it on for a little bit. 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. And when you kind of see it develop in areas and you maybe don't want that, that's when you would clean it off. You also really want to make sure that they are looking more like sisters than distant relative cousins. I'm gonna go wash these off. I'll be right back. All I want to do is kind of brush them out and then trim them a little bit. The next step that I'm going to be doing is dermaplaning my face, and I use the Leaf Dermaplaner. It is a reusable dermaplaner, and all you do is replace the heads. If you are a newbie, definitely go to your esthetician to get this done, but if you have experimented with this before and are eager to learn, want to go slow, this is definitely your vibe. The replaceable ones that are like plastic are so dull, and you can really cut yourself with them and cause a lot of damage because they're just not sharp enough. They will never be as sharp as what the estheticians use because those are like surgical blades. I feel like this method is a close second because I am replacing the metal razor part every time that I do my face. I get the blades at a Target because I actually really don't like the Leaf blades. They're not sharp enough for me, so I get the Van der Hagen made in Germany blades, and they literally just snap in two, and then they fit to everything that the Leaf like sells you. So in here, all I have to do is pop the blade in. I actually have popped the blade out, so there's a little guard in here. All you do is slide the razor bit into this little slot here. which when you buy the razor, the guards are also included when you buy that. And then you just slide that in there and you close it and you have a brand new blade every time you dermaplane your face. Now this is definitely something that I'm going to be sanitizing. So I have my rubbing alcohol over here. I'm kind of gonna clean this blade a little bit just to kind of make sure that there's like, can you even see that? Just gonna run that over, and then I'm gonna close this up and kind of run this on my face. At the esthetician's office, they like spray alcohol on you. So same thing. And then this is pretty self-explanatory. All you do is you literally just keep your skin taut and you just go in small little areas. There's a lot that's coming off my face because I have not done this in a while and I'm just a peach fuzzy kind of girl. This is nice to like really shape your eyebrows, get rid of all that skin cells, because breakouts tend to happen when your skin is just so clogged. Using a new blade is not just like hygienic, but also your blade is way sharper and you are getting all the dead skin cells and all that hair so much easier and without having to like go over your face a million times. And I found that this is like the best way for me to, look at that. This is the best way for me to prevent texture on my face, which makes your makeup look nicer, makes your skincare go in deeper, so I really do appreciate that. I don't do it as often as I should. I feel like every month is a good guide. I definitely have not done this for like definitely 2 or 3 months. Like, look at that. I feel like I have a rug on my face. Wow, and it's so long. And I will tell you that this does not make your hair grow back darker, thicker. It has been consistently pretty much the same. Pretty much what I do is, obviously with clean hands because I just ran that rubbing alcohol on me, I just go ahead and I feel where there's more congestion or skin. You don't want to go over the same areas more than like 1 or 2 times, and you just keep going. You just keep doing. So I'm just going to show you, this is how much I got off of my face. I'm just going to kind of go and rub some more rubbing alcohol on my skin just to make sure that I'm disinfecting if there's anything that needs to be disinfected. I never get any breakouts from this. After I do this, I do some sort of like enzyme mask, some sort of acid mask, or some sort of like acid wipe. Very small percentages, obviously. So this is like my physical exfoliation, and then I'll do a chemical exfoliation for the skin that like is dead but isn't like loose enough to be taken off. I use one of 2 products, so I really like the True Botanicals at-home facialist peel. It's a mask. This is also like a wipe that has some sort of acids in it. So I will be using the True Botanicals mask today. And it just looks like a jelly, and you apply it with this wonderful, beautiful brush that I'm obsessed with. And I'm just kind of going to scoop some out and apply it to my face. If it burns, that's okay. That's expected. It will subside within like a couple minutes. If you haven't seen any videos on my channel, you know that I love True Botanicals. I use them religiously. They're just so good. This brush I also really like. It just like fits in the, no, like look at that. That is the perfect fit. If you do break out after dermaplaning, I do think you should try and do some sort of chemical exfoliant after. It has always helped me not break out. So in the next couple of days, once you do a chemical exfoliant, you'll feel your like top layer of your skin kind of maybe feel really dry and just kind of like flaky. I like to use like micro physical exfoliant. So I have two that I really, really like. I have the OSEA Stiegler Resurfacing Scrub. This is this like super beautiful, like a whipped formula. Delicious. I love it so much. Or I will do something like the Micro Exfoliant Scrub by SkinCeuticals. I really like the texture of it. It's like the finest of grits, but it does such a good job of like scrubbing away all the dead skin. Sometimes even if I want to use it a little bit more often, I will dilute it with my face wash if I feel like a little bit of more like texture going on in places that I don't want it, when I'm like feeling mentally okay enough to be adding in more stuff into my skincare routine. This is supposed to be on the face for 10 to 15 minutes, so I am going to keep this on for 10 minutes and I'll be back with my face wash. So be right back. Do I look younger? Does my skin look soft like a baby's bum? Because it feels like as soft as a baby's bum. As for skincare, after I washed my face with my favorite cleanser, so the first thing I'm gonna do is spray the OSEA C Vitamin Boost. I just like extra moisture in situations like this. Then I'm gonna go in with the Enzyme Essence by True Botanicals. I'm gonna do a couple of douses in my hands, and then I'm going to be mixing in the vitamin C booster from them. This is also really great for making sure I don't break out, and I'm going to kind of mix these two and rub it, tap it, however you want to just get that into your skin. Vitamin C is so good for preventing breakouts. Like, I use this specific thing. I'm gonna do like a little couple dashes of this stuff because it just feels so good. The vitamin C is so good as the powder. I love mixing it just a little bit with like a dash of water and creating almost like a paste, and I apply that to my blemishes, or like when you start to feel a blemish coming up, I will just like put some of that paste on, and usually by the morning then I don't even have that breakout, and it's really amazing. And then I'm going to go in with the True Botanicals Active Chabula Serum. I just do kind of like one little dropper full, mix it, rub it, pat it. I don't know, I see people like pushing products in, like does that actually get them further? I don't think so. I think a product can only really go as so deep in your layers of skin. And then last, I'm going to be using the Pure Radiance Oil. Well, actually not last. Then I'm going to be using the Pure Radiance Oil. Same thing on my palms. Kind of warm it up. This stuff smells so good, and sometimes I need like a full sensory experience to bring myself into the moment, and I feel like skincare is such a good time to do that, and I kind of don't do it enough because it's such a good like bring you to the moment. Smell this. It smells to me like nature, and it just always calms me, and I just kind of don't do it enough, so I feel like I need to do it. And I like to kind of try and give myself at least a little bit of a massage when I use this oil, because that to me is one of the perks of using an oil, is that you have a little bit of play room with it. And then lastly, because we did exfoliation and it is the morning time, it's like afternoon, and we did vitamin C, definitely have to follow up with a sunscreen, and I really am obsessed with the True Botanicals sunscreen. I'm gonna go in with like a little bit more than I usually would. This is SPF 30, and technically, if you didn't know, now you know, is that sunscreen really only goes up to 30 SPF. Everything over SPF 30 is like so minuscule that it doesn't really make sense to pay more money. You're wondering, and I just really want to place that all over my face. I do like to kind of go over the eyelids and as close as I can to under the eye. Once it sinks into your face, does not have a white cast, but it is very, very hydrating, and it layers really well with makeup as well, so I do really love that. I was gonna say, and we're done, but I lied. There's one more item, and this is a SPF chapstick. And this is from the brand, it's like a Florida brand. It's called Sun Bestie. Really good. I really like it. It smells really good. The formula is really nice. It really is hydrating, and I love that it has SPF, and I use it every single day. And then that's it. And now my hair looks absolutely wonky. If you have any questions on the products or anything like that, leave them down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.